My boss demanded I return to the office. So I billed him $5,000 for 1 week. The stack of receipts landed on Greg's polished desk with a sound that was far louder than paper should make. They weren't neatly organized or clipped together. They were wrinkled, stained, and chaotic, evidence of a very expensive week that smelled faintly of steakhouse butter and airport bar whiskey. Greg didn't look up right away. He was hunched over his mechanical keyboard, fingers flying as he typed whatever corporate nonsense was next on his agenda. I stood in the doorway, one hand gripping the handle of my carry-on, the other resting casually at my side. "Put it in the tray, Rain," he said without turning around. "I'll approve the mileage later." "What is it, like $40? "Not exactly," I replied. "Calm. Measured. The kind of calm that scares people afterward. You might want to actually look at the total." That got his attention. Greg spun around in his chair, irritation already flashing across his face. His eyes dropped to the receipts, then back to me. He picked up the first one. Delta 1. One way. $1,200. The color drained from his face in stages. Confusion. Then disbelief. Then rage. "What the hell is this?" he demanded. "My commute," I said. "You said no exceptions." To understand why Greg looked like he might explode, you have to go back a week. I live in Seattle. The company is based in Manhattan. When I was hired in early 2024, the job listing said remote forever in unmistakable letters. I saved the posting. I saved the emails. Most importantly, I signed the contract. Clause 12B spells it out clearly. My home base is King County, Washington. Any required travel outside that base is classified as business travel and fully reimbursed, including flights, lodging, and per diem. For a year, it didn't matter. I worked from home, hit my targets, and stayed invisible. Then the email arrived. Subject: Building our future together. It announced the end of remote work. Everyone back in the office by Wednesday. Failure to comply would be considered voluntary resignation. No exceptions. I called Greg immediately. "You know I live in Seattle," I said. "I do," he replied. "But my hands are tied." That was the moment they expected me to quit. Instead, I reread my contract. Then I booked the flight. I treat myself to the most expensive week of my life on the company dime. I'm talking first-class suites, hotels that cost more than my mortgage, and a showdown with HR where I use their own policy as a weapon. If you think the flight was expensive, wait until you see the dinner bill I handed to my boss. Click here to watch full video.